Moving along. We got all sorts of rewards to reap.
What you do, pay somebody? We're supposed to offer you a familiar. For free,
Seriously, what is on the bottom of that guy's leg?
Not even a lousy apprentice yet.
Are they his
what
bones
familiar
sticking
does this
out? They
Warriors
look like
Guild
two
offer?
sort of knives.
Is it like a little living
that
sword
weird?
or something?
It's a golem. Iron golem. Best friend a warrior ever had. Or so I hear. I was just about to advance to where's I could get myself a familiar. That was right before this last accident.
I'd
Here,
give him
take
my
a look at
familiar
this.
if I could.
Thing. This is Lig. You want him, you got him. Just put your mark in the logbook here. So, to finish your little errand? All them little rats dead?
Yes. What is my next assignment? I don't have a lot of time to waste.
Time to waste, huh? I'm just about to swear you into the Iron Ring, the best warriors guild that ever fought, and you're calling it a waste of time?
Excuse me. I did not mean that
Copper
the ceremony
pisses
was
off
a
a
waste
lot of people
time.
in this game.
I am truly honored at being
Look at this
accepted
bright
into
orange
the
thing
Iron
he's
Ring,
wearing.
if I may presume that I am in fact being accepted. My waste comment was merely an indication of my personal concern for the dwindling opportunities I perceive for finding my missing soul and saving my own life.
Oh my
Please
gosh.
excuse my selfishness.
Okay. Maybe I was a little hard on you. Anyway, here goes. Put your hand on your heart. Do you, Copper, promise to uphold the code of the warrior and the rules of the Iron Ring?
I do.
Good. So now you're in.
Thank you, Brother Solarian. I appreciate your trust in me. What's my next assignment?
What's next is you're an apprentice. You go practice for a while and come back later. You don't get no next assignment until you've been in the family a bit longer. So if that's all, I've got breakfast waiting for me.
Fine. I'll go practice or something.
So, now I'm officially a warrior.
Aye, and here's one of your new mates now. Morrison, get a load of this here. We got a surprise for you. This is Copper, and he's just joined our guild.
Copper, is it?
Get a load of this
Pleased
guy.
to meet you, laddie.
Dude's tall.
I'm Morrison, and I have to say I'm a bit surprised.
Surprised? Isn't this guild open to anyone who passes the tests? Why should my age make any difference?
Nay, I didn't mean that. The heart of a warrior cannot have no age requirement to possess. Easy now.
Bricks and stuff,
I
but-
refer to Solarian. You must have a bit of spunk to have gotten past his growlings. He's sort of grumpy, but still fancies himself a comedian.
Well, thanks. But take my word, I'm used to
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
Solarian's
You'll
alright.
be Eric's son?
Yes, that's me.
Aye, now I'd be understanding. The accident, the dreaded soul hounds. My sympathies are with you, lad. Your father will be missed by all.
So not
Gladstone.
everyone's against
Thank
Copper or thinks he killed
But
his
now I
father.
suppose I should be getting along on my shopping trip here.
As you wish. All right then. Welcome aboard, lad, and the best of luck on your quests. I value conversation, lad, but I'm off to explore a strange new world that's been reported.
I'll probably see you there.
He's going to the White Tower, which I'm gonna get into later because I kinda don't like the way the White Tower is in this game. Ooh, the Prism Sword. Oh, they have 2 Prism Swords. How about that? It's pretty expensive too. It's kinda hard to steal things from this from these stores. I probably won't be trying it anytime. I'm not sure what happens if I try to do it now. Should we just see what happens? I give him the money. So what happens if I leave? Did I just successfully steal that
Help
sword?
yourself, and I'll add up when you're done.
You gotta be kidding me, right?
We ain't buying that.
Okay. I don't know how to feel about that, honestly. I mean, I ain't complaining, but that feels so wrong. I mean, it just makes the game feel kind of broken, doesn't it? Like, will I get in any trouble for that? Should I see what happens when I do this? See ya. Okay. That
Help
thing...
yourself, and I'll add
Alright.
up when you're done.
Well, it prevented me from stealing that. That's good. I mean, really, if I were to take like a wild guess, I would think maybe they didn't mean to have a second sort of prism sword there. Maybe that sword is bugged or something. Weird, man. Alright. Well, I could see maybe what I can get away with later, but let's talk to Lig.
Not too chatty, is he?
You want someone to talk to? Get married. You want a familiar? Sign the damn book.
I do like Lig, but he's not my favorite familiar to go with, so I will not be choosing him. I've seen some other Lands of Lore playthroughs that do choose Lig as their familiar though, so feel free to check those ones out as well. So now we gotta go to the Mages Guild. I gotta say, one thing that bothers me in this game is how you can just buy stuff, you know. I mean, the way you got stuff in Lands of Lore 2 is like far more interesting. Like, I mean, especially with the Great Sword Firestorm, like you had to do a lot to get that sword. But in this game you just buy stuff. And it's really disappointing with the spells. Because like spells you should really have to work for, I think. It makes it far more interesting. But the fact that I can just walk into the I can just walk right into the Mages Guild and buy spells, it just seems kinda corny. Like they're literally just sitting there on shelves. Kinda just takes away some of the mystique out of it all. This place has nice music to it. It's very soothing. Hey, baby.
Oh, Copper. You have friends in high places. All the guilds have been instructed to offer you familiars.
How do you know
So,
that?
would you like a familiar?
What have you got?
Copper, meet Griselda. She's a homunculus. If you want her, sign for her here in the book. Have you got the portal sample?
Sure have. Let me tell you, there are some strange things going on out in the woods.
I think I know what you mean. Well, give me the crystal just to make it official. Thanks. And now you can join the Talamari.
Yay.
And oh, I'm the one who will swear you in. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Copper Legray, do solemnly swear
I, Copper Legray, do solemnly swear
to uphold the code of the Talamari, to use magical powers only for good, to honor the memories of members past, present, and future.
to uphold the code of the Talamari, to use magical
Memories of
powers
those
only
present?
for good, to honor the memories of members past, present, and future,
To be cautious in embarking on personal quests, and to hold the defense of Gladstone as my primary responsibility.
to be cautious in embarking on personal
They do
quests,
reference
and
the
to hold
Talamari
defense
quite
of
a lot in the
Gladstone
first
as my
Lands of Lore.
primary responsibility.
Wonderful. We're finished.
Great.
Congratulations and welcome. You are now a member of the famous Talamari.
This is good. I've always sort of wanted to be a Talamari. Thank you, Shanette. I think this is a good thing. I'm sure my soul problem is magical. I'm hoping to improve my own magical skills to be able to cure myself or find my soul.
See,
or
Copper just goes
whatever.
on talking
Well,
about himself
I hope
all
we
the
can help.
time.
If you practice with the magic you've got, I can offer you advancement within the guild. You don't have to be an apprentice forever.
Luther
Just
talked
practice.
about his problems
got
too, but he more like
I'm
just
an
kind of
apprentice
alluded
magician
to
now,
them.
and
He
I should
wasn't
practice to get better.
being so specific
sounds
about them
reasonable.
all the time. Let's talk to Griselda.
What? You've never seen a homunculus before?
Well, I've never heard one talk, that's for sure.
Good. That means you'll be easy to impress.
I've gone with Griselda before as well. Oh, it's a tough decision, really. I mean, you're stuck with your familiar the entire game. They each have their advantages, but I don't feel anyone is that much greater necessarily than any other. There's all this stuff. Weird. I think the store is down here.
You're right, Shanette. This is a nice store.
She doesn't respond to that. She just looks... Ah, jeez. What is all this stuff? Mandrake root. Magnesium, eh? Leather gloves. That should be amber. See, just... the fact that you can just buy all this stuff, I don't know. Just not feeling it. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, because we are, like, here in the capital, we're in the main city. I guess we'd be able to find this stuff for sale.
I'd better be going.
Bye-bye.
And that's the premium store that we can't get into yet.
Hello again, Copper.
I think it just bothers me that these are all items mostly from Lands of Lore 2.
I'd better be going.
Bye-bye.
And we have our memories of how we got all that stuff from Lands of Lore 2, but here it's just for sale, you know? What the?
Excuse me, I didn't realize there was someone in here.
I am just leaving.
Are you a member of the Talamari?
Yes, I am Rin.
I'm Copper. I've just joined.
Copper. Just join.
Was that you I saw practicing with your spells? I can't wait until I can do that stuff. It looked
I
really
really
amazing
wouldn't
from
mind
down
killing
here.
this guy
Yes,
later.
we must all practice our spells.
Well, it
What
was
the hell
really
is
nice
this
to meet
thing
you.
anyway?
Maybe I'll see you again sometime.
That is unlikely.
He flies off, I think.
Wow. Are those your wings?
Yes, all Mirian have wings.
I could
Miriam?
have guessed you weren't from here.
Wait, where'd you go? Come back.
Thank you for visiting the Talamari Library.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. I just
Please
sort of have
return
the
at your
biggest problem
convenience.
with. Just all these things that are just for sale. It's kind of silly.
Please, come in.
And this spell right here, Rage, is
Welcome
like
to
the
the
most
Almari
overpowered spell in
Library.
the entire game. I can just get this spell. It works on pretty much
You
everyone.
may choose spells
I'm
there
probably
you
gonna
wish to
buy it
purchase.
later. Lesser explosive runes. Detonation serve.
Place your payment in the receptacle.
See, I'm just saying, this is far less interesting than what we're used to in terms of acquiring spells. That's all I'm saying. I mean, they're just sitting there on a rack. Terror, rage. Blind, lesser blade. Some of these are actually pretty fun, and some of these are not from Lands of Lore 2. That's an ancient magic spell. You can tell if it's got that little red dot on it. These guys have a great anti-theft system because you pick up a spell. Like, let's pick up Rage. And it keeps us from leaving. How about that? You gotta put your money in there. And we can't afford it, so we
Thank
have to
you
come
for
back
visiting
later.
The Talamari Library.
Lame. So do we want Griselda? I don't know. I'm still leaning between Cyrus and Goldie. Oh, it's a tough decision. Let's go over to Cleric's Guild and get enlisted there. Whee!
Have you finished task for Finch House? You have meat for poor?
Yes, I do. I assumed I was supposed to.
Cool.
Good. You put on table here sometime, but not now. Now you receive blessing and become
He doesn't even
member
want the
of
meat that
Order
we got for him.
Finch.
That's alright.
Stand here
I don't
on
care.
seal. Our guidance, strewer of forest floor, crafter of flowers, power of fragrance and magic. Ask we now that you accept as our brother Copper. Give him guidance as you give to us.
Ay, ay, ay.
Welcome, Finch Copper. You are now a member of Finch Guild.
Thank you, Finch Boy.
I guess the initiation
I
could have
appreciate
easily
your
been
trust in
longer
me.
than that.
Do I have to wear one of those robes, though?
No need for robe now, just practice. Practice all. Use herbs,
Give me
use
free
magic,
stuff.
practice weapons for strong body. Practice all.
All right, I can do that.
This store also, you
And
have your
I do
regular
have a
store and then the
request to make
premium
now.
store once you
I
upgrade.
have lost my soul
or level
and am
up.
anxious to recover it. Does our Finch's Guild have anything that might help me?
I have heard of soul is missing. You look inside world, on other side of portal. Your search perhaps good for you, and good for Finches, if you find new herbs. I ask Brother Josiah what help we can for you.
Fair enough. I'll go look in the portal world, and if I find anything interesting, I'll bring some back. You know, I do feel different. I do feel like a member of the Clerics Guild.
Alright, well, we're now in all of the guilds. So we could choose our familiar now. It's really a tough choice for me. Maybe I should get Griselda. Maybe I should rule Cyrus out because I've done Cyrus plenty of times. So maybe I'll choose between Goldie and Griselda. I had Griselda once, but I never beat the game with Griselda. She's kind of a... She's not very nice all the time though, and Copper kind of fights with her. I don't know. I hate this kind of choice. I really do like Cyrus, he's fun too.
I guess I should go out in the woods and look for herbs and the Draracle's caves. I guess I should do some pig hunting too.
Okay. We've done enough pig hunting to last a lifetime, man. Where does this go to? Have I been here yet? Looks like I can swim down there. Should we give it a shot? Okay, how do I get down there? There we go. I am underwater now, right? Sweet. Copper will drown pretty fast though. What's that? A ring of regeneration? Wow, that's nice. That item goes far back as the first game.
Locked.
There's really a lot of stuff to explore down here, and eventually, like, some of these doors won't open until we've come back from some of the different portal worlds. It's hard to say. Griselda or
I should eat something.
Goldie? I think I'll go with Griselda because I've never beaten a game with her, so I'd like to see how things go with her. So let's go back to the Almari. I hope we don't regret this. Hey, money. Okay.
I'd think you were a careful shopper if I didn't know you actually have no idea what you're doing.
What do you mean?
You've been given the opportunity to acquire a familiar and you haven't done so yet? What? You think we grow on trees?
No, I was just looking around.
If I was you, I'd choose one of us quickly before somebody figures out maybe it wasn't such a good idea to trust a farm boy like you with a spiritual privilege like me.
Okay, I get your message.
She's interesting, isn't she?
You want it? You gotta pay for it, pal. Bring me some aloe.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted aloe. I'm trying. Did I do it? Are you my familiar? Ah, there you are. Find me an item. Post haste. Let's see what she says when she comes back. This really is one of the coolest mechanics in the game, in my opinion. Is she finding me something still? Who knows where she went? Well, now we gotta just start exploring. Maybe it's... well, I guess we could go to the Draracle caves now because, I was thinking of... You know what we're gonna do first, though? I'm gonna go in here and run the Gauntlet. They
I
have
found
this...
something that might be useful
Help
if you weren't
yourself,
so
and I'll add
stupid.
up when you're done.
Oh. She just berated me. She called me stupid. Okay, this thing is truly bizarre. Let's save it here just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Oh no, we used up our... Okay, we're not ready for that, okay? Actually, I'm kind of nervous because I just, I already locked it in. Great.
I feel so much stronger.
Or spa. Let's just take a bunch of things. I don't want to use up my ring, though. Alright, let's try this now. Come on. Did I make it? What happened? Did I die? Yeah, I died, man. Alright, let's try the simpler one. Where'd he go? So, this thing I'm in is some kind of training room, and every time you complete it, you gain experience. And it's weird because there's no limit on it. You can just spam this thing over and over again.
You can't run away from this.
Really, I don't know what they were thinking with this thing. So occasionally I might spend a bit of time in here spamming some of this stuff. And just for killing stuff you get all kinds of experience, like for a cleric for example. So let's do it one more time for now. I mean, it's weird, isn't it? I think it's kind of weird. I think that's killing me, that's why it's teleporting me back. Where'd he go? Thing's really weird looking. Let's do it one more time for the fun of it. Maybe I'll level too. I hope I don't regret choosing Griselda. I did sort of forget how she's constantly berating me. But maybe she becomes more supportive of me later in the game. See what I mean? That's just weird, isn't it? I wonder if the developers really meant for you to be able to do it over and over. Because this Gauntlet thing I think you can only do once. Let's run the Gauntlet, shall we?
Wow.
Ah!
This looks dangerous.
Okay, I messed up.
Oops. I guess I have to go back to the beginning.
Of course you do. Did you expect to come in here and run this thing perfectly the first time?
She does have a point. Alright, let's try this again. Ugh, really? I messed up already? Jeez. Maybe
You
she'll
do
say...
find me attractive, don't you? I mean, after all, you picked me, you know.
Don't worry, baby. I'll eventually get a spell to make you my size and we can... Well, you know. I mean, you know, right? Sweet. I'm gonna save it here. Alright, we did that part. Whoa! Woo! Looks like we got a jump here, so let's save here. Gonna have to time this. Is that it? No, let's save it here. I really only do this one time. How am I supposed to do that? I don't remember all of these things really. Ah. Okay. Oh, the wall's moving. That was cleverer than I thought. Can I jump it? No. Alright, I get it though now. I get it. Zelda. You better be worth it. Can I jump that? Is that the end of it?
Good practice.
Well, I suppose you are getting a bit better, but you're still no Sir Roland. Now there was a real warrior.
Who? Roland? Alright, well now that I'm stronger, let's try the harder one, see if I can pass it. Yeah. Cool. I'm strong enough to do it. Yeah, you could just spam that thing over and over. I really don't know what they were thinking with that.
Well, that's just about enough of that. Why would they hire someone who doesn't speak our language to make these machines? The instructions are incomprehensible, and there's no excuse for that.
Help yourself, and I'll add up when you're done.
The familiars really do add a bit of entertainment to this game. Alright, let's go head toward the Draracle now. We'll come back and train more later. I still get lost quite a bit here, don't I? So this is to Lower Gladstone. Let's just take a little break here. We'll come back and find where the Draracle is. Moving along. So now with my upgraded thief skills, I might be able to pick some more locks. Should we fight this bandit? Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Killed you fast. Fast and hard. Yeah, the bandits all seem to wear these darker clothes.
You little creep.
Pretty easy. I really like that auto pickup feature. Be interesting to see how all the familiars get along with each other. Well, hopefully this goes along quicker now that we have our familiar. I mean, we can kill stuff faster, you know? What did I just pick up there?
I know about that. But you'll need to look in your journal.
Alright. It has been a while since I've consulted my journal.
You'll get yours, pal.
Got all these dead boars around here. It really is just sad. I'm gonna look at my journal eventually for all these things. Oh, I forgot. Griselda calls me Numbskull. I'm starting to regret picking it
So
up
I guess
already.
you did alright.
Draracle. Nothing here. Should we get some ironwood sap? So here's how alchemy works in the game. You collect recipes basically, and well, I don't have any amber. Can I make anything else though? If you do have all the things, then you click the final thing, and you create something with it. So that's how it would work if we did have all the ingredients. Rix's body is still there. That's nice. Kill the boars pretty easily now. I just like the way the familiar characters just sort of imposed on there. Can I reach that? Cool. Yeah, like I said, I assure you I'm gonna get into what a lot of these inventory items do. Granted, so many of them are useless. What's this way? Do I want to go that way? Maybe if I go down this way? Oh. Let's leave those boars alone. Yeah. Ding doo 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 doo. Ding doo 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 doo. Smoke them. Your familiar will get more than just mundane items. Like if there's like a special item even that's out of your reach, you can make your familiar get it, which is kind of cool. Alright, we're headed toward the Draracles now. So the Draracle left, but he didn't leave as according to plan. Something happened when he left, and that's kind of what's causing all of this in the game. So we totally messed up somehow. I don't know. Look at this. Look at this entrance. Look at these like square, just... Could this all look any less natural? Oh my gosh.
I must confess, I'm not nuts for...
Oh. Sorry, Copper. I cut you off there, didn't I? Ding doo 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 doo. Well, the Draracle's cave is much easier than it was in Lands of Lore 1. Or 2, for that matter. Cockroaches are no problem now. There are some orcs down here.
You do find me attractive, don't you? I mean, after all, you picked me, you know.
Griselda, you're okay. I just don't like your sarcasm sometimes. Ooh, cave aloe. Nice.
You do find me attractive, don't you? I mean, after all,
Somebody's
you
up
picked
ahead.
me, you know. Orcs. This seems like the sort of place they'd hide.
Interesting. What's nice for a change is these orcs are actually friendly to me. You can kill them, but... A lot of referencing to the original games here.
Excuse, please. Maybe you help us.
What? You're asking for my help?
We have problem. Come here to find answer to riddle of Cabal Caverns. Door not open. Magic lock not open. Captain send us to Draracle. Find answer.
You guys come to the Draracle for advice too? Somehow I always thought it was only the Gladstone citizens who used his services.
No. Jakel very fair. Not take sides.
Tell to White Army, also tell to Dark Army. Very fair.
So then,
I
what's your
couldn't hear
problem
that
then?
guy.
Didn't you find him?
We find him. Find him easy. Even signs now. Think him want find. He like gold. We bring gold as tribute.
So then, what's the problem?
We no understand him.
Very confusing. Say, sting of honey, heart of enemy, milk of kindness.
But we not know. What is sting of honey?
Well, that is a good one. Looks like you've got another riddle instead of an answer.
We can't go home never. Captain say come back with answer.
We have answer, but is no answer. What we do?
Gee, I'd love to stick around and help, but I've got to go see the old fellow myself. I hope he's not always that confusing. Word games never were my strong suit. Sorry, and best of luck.
You too. Best luck.
Gosh. We once kind of feared orcs and now they're just kind of Dude's pretty huge. I can relate though. I've been to the Catwalk Caverns
Well,
and it is a
bye now.
pretty difficult place. We don't need a short sword. I'm assuming the auto pickup just stops working if I leather buckler? I doubt I need that.
I know about that. But you'll need to look in your journal.
Will I die if I fall down here? Can I walk on this web? Okay, I was afraid that would kill me just now. This whole place is really a shadow of its former glory. I mean, it just feels like it's in the game here as sort of like an afterthought. Like we recognize all these places from Lands of Lore 2.
Skeletal Guardians. What are they doing in these caves?
I thought these skeletons served the Draracle.
Hey, yeah, we better kill him.
You'll get yours, pal. I'll go look for herbs and
Oh
useful
crap.
things.
They're like all coming at me. Wow, that was easy. A little too easy.
I'll go look for herbs and useful things.
Alright. Big cockroach put up more of a fight. What did that do? Can I still light the oil on fire? Yes, but why? Why would I do that? Oh jeez. I'm kind of breezing through this place. I may not spend a lot of time in this game as I do in the other Lands of Lore games, to be honest, because like I said, I mean, it's just not as good as the last two. I'll have fun with it, but I'm not gonna
You
go...
do find me attractive, don't you? I mean, after all,
Yeah.
you picked me, you know.
I mean, after all, I just... Whoa, look at this place. What's this? Sand crust, eh? More stuff for my recipes. Let's pick that up. I do not need food in this game, despite what the game wants me to believe. Is that a stroke dagger? Yeah. I tend to just use those up now in this game. I don't need that much sand crust. That was my stroke dagger. So in the story is Jakel is the Draracle's familiar, which I guess is kind of appropriate for the game, because the game does sort of focus around what a familiar is and does. Like Griselda is our familiar, and the Draracle had a familiar. But then the Draracle left, and Jakel didn't know what to do with himself, and he's trying to solve some of these problems that the Draracle's leaving left behind. There might be money in that water, but I don't feel like going in there right now. Alright. Here's the big event. You should all recognize this from Lands of Lore 2. But this is going to be dramatically different.
Halt! Who dares approach the mighty Draracle without an offering?
Offering? Oh, don't people usually just find something in the caves?
Why, yes, sure.
Why yes,
You
I see
find
you
anything
played
in the
Lands of
caves,
Lore
then?
1.
A jeweled blade, or perhaps a golden flask?
Well, no. Nothing.
These are difficult times.
Couldn't I see him anyway?
See who? Oh, him! Are you sure you don't have anything to give? It's been a very slow month. I'm sure he'll take just
You know, if
about
I'm not
anything.
mistaken, that's
bring something
Odo
back.
from Deep
How's
Space
that?
Nine. I'll have to check IMDb.
Okay. You stand there, and I'll arrange for an audience.
But that really sounds... How do you pronounce that actor's name? Rene
Tell him Copper LeGray
Aubert
is here to
Hoynes
see
or
him.
something? Seriously, did that not sound like Odo? This part's funny.
Coppola Gray! What mighty Draracle.
Rift Hounds stole my soul, and I'd like to know how to get it back.
Rift Hounds? Are there open portals nearby?
Well, there's one I know about.
Very interesting. Thank you and goodbye.
Wait! What should I do?
Oh, yes. Gauntlet Rain! You must seek out the sting of honey, the heart of your enemy, the milk of kindness. These things will guide you.
Nice Wizard of
Hey,
Oz
you, behind
reference
the
here.
curtain.
Oh, great! This is all I need. Now you, don't you even think about telling anybody about this. This theater is entirely for the benefit of the mortals, and we don't need someone destroying their dreams. What was I supposed to do? How would you like to wake up one morning to find out that the position you've held for 27 epochs does not exist anymore? Except that the customers keep coming! Somebody has to service them, and who better than me?
I guess this means I'm off the hook on the offering thing.
Swear secrecy for me. I do not do this for my own pleasure, you know. I do this for the mortals.
Do what? Where's the Draracle?
My master has decided to depart this mortal realm. I am staying behind to continue the council,
Yeah, that's gotta be
and
Yoda.
other services that my master used to provide. Can you imagine if the mortals
I'm gonna
had
look
to
that
guide
up as soon as I'm
themselves?
done recording this one.
I see. And where is the real Draracle?
I don't know. Gone. And I suppose you should too. Don't come around here again. It wouldn't be good for my customers to hear anything they don't need to hear.
If the Draracle's not here, I can't think of a reason to remain myself.
Good. Goodbye. Get out of here as quickly as you can, then. Use the transportation portal outside the throne room. It will take you to the cave entrance quickly.
Weird. Can I go back there? Well, so that's it, guys. The Draracle's no longer here, and now Copper knows it too. So this will just teleport us back in here. We are going to go back into the Draracle's cave later, but could not be more disappointed by that. Does Copper have anything else to say about it? Alright, well I guess we better take a break here. I'm starting to think it's time to go into the portal worlds. I think I'm pretty well equipped. I might have liked leveling up a bit more. Maybe I'll do just a tad bit of that off camera at the Warriors Guild. So, alright. When we get back, we're gonna soon head to the first portal world because we gotta find answers. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys soon.